Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of To the Magic and Beyond. My name is Jordan, and I'm here with my lovely co-host Michelle.
Hello.
And we've got producer Logan and producer Courtney with us today as well. Say hello.
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 We're all working on our variety of intros. Ooh, that's fitting for today.
It is kind of fitting. Good job. That fits for this episode.
Good job setting the tone.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of the tone and the subject, today we wanted to talk to you guys about something fun that is coming up for the holiday season.
Yes.
With the Disney parks, both land and world. We wanted to kind of talk a little bit about the different parties that happen this time of year, because there are people that know all about them. They're sitting there the day that tickets drop, ready to get them. And then there are people that show up to the parks on the days that the parties are happening.
Didn't know there was one.
Didn't know there was a party, and now they have to leave early.
Yeah.
So those parties are kind of gearing up to get started. It's kind of crazy. We're in the back half of the year now, I guess, getting into August. So our holidays are going to be upon us before we know it. And we thought that it'd be kind of fun to go over the different parties and what your options are if maybe you're considering going during the holiday season. There are some sold out already, spoiler alert, but
Yes.
but some tickets still available.
Yes.
So if you're just learning about it, I'm very sorry, but you know for next year.
That's it. Or when you show up to if you already have a trip planned,
Yes.
and you couldn't get tickets, always check with guest services. Their guest relations at Magic Kingdom is right outside as you come in after you've gone through security and the turnstiles. You can just hop over there real quick, and there might be some pixie dust for you, but not pixie dust as in free.
Not the free kind of
Not the
pixie
free
dust.
kind of pixie dust, but the kind that's like, oh, yes, there's 2 tickets.
Yes.
Would you like them?
Yeah.
Sometimes they're not really opening up new spots. It's just sometimes people
They've
have
got
to.
space.
People have emergencies.
Yeah.
And they will most of the time accommodate you and move your tickets out. Like you'll just get a credit for next year towards the purchase of the ticket.
Yeah.
Next year.
You're not getting a refund.
You're not getting a refund, folks.
You can use
There's
it
no
at a different
refund.
time.
Yeah. And I say towards because a lot of times the price goes up every year.
Yeah.
So you may have to chip in a little bit to go with it, but you don't lose out.
Yeah, they'll work with you if you do have to cancel your party tickets, as with a lot of things with them. But yeah, if you get there and you didn't know there were going to be parties, always feel free to check with guest relations and see if there might be a little extra ticket for you, a little pro tip for you guys. If you do get there, it's not always there either, so don't
be
expect
mad.
it.
Exactly, and don't be mad.
But
Don't go away mad. Just go away.
Yeah, just go away.
Just go away. Don't get banned because you couldn't get a ticket.
I like it.
You know, don't be ugly. Don't be that person.
Yes. Well, let's kick it off with the first kind of holiday season, which is upon us. We've all got that pumpkin spice ready to go. Disney's dropping all the Halloween decorations, and even though it's August, we are all ready for fall.
Yes, Danny, if you're listening, shh.
Don't look at the bank account.
may have had a purchase or two for this upcoming everything. Everything.
Listen, I will say Disney always has cute merch.
But
their Halloween line this year, their fall line,
So cute.
on point.
Yeah, because like I'm being honest, like last year, I mean, I thought it was okay, but it was nothing that like made me go, oh, I need that.
Yeah.
And this year, I mean, it's much better.
You've made multiple.
I've made
orders,
multiple
right?
orders and maybe have a couple gifts in there
And
for
you're not
some
the only
holidays
one,
coming up.
Because a lot of the stuff we were looking at is sold out already. So.
Yeah. You can't get, I mean, that was the thing. Like one of the shirts that we ordered for Halloween yesterday literally says sold out today.
Yeah, which of course they'll restock. They're Disney. They're not going to be a one drop and done. But yeah, whoever their design team this year is killing it, obviously.
And I think that their merch quality, I think, over the past couple years has definitely gone up. It's better quality. There were a few years where I was like, what's happening? It's a really expensive shirt to
paid
get a
this for
hole
what?
in it like that quickly. But yeah, no, it seems to be, they seem to be, everybody goes through a rough patch.
Yes.
They seem to have stepped up their game.
Mm-hmm. Yes, which we appreciate, but our bank accounts sometimes don't.
Correct.
So.
Correct.
But yes, Halloween is upon us, whether you're excited for Halloween or
There's
you're
our
like,
little Minnie Mouse
it's
pumpkin.
August, people.
Yeah.
Yes,
and
so
who's
cute.
over there at the end?
Oh, we got
Tigger?
it's Minnie and
Tigger.
Christmas.
Tigger's
yeah,
Halloween
Tigger.
up front there.
We have some cute little holiday decorations going on today, both Christmas and Halloween. But yeah, so 2 of the biggest parties, I would say, for Disney happen in the Halloween season. You have Disney World, which has Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. And then we've got Disneyland out in California, which has a party called
Oogie
Boogie Bash.
Yes.
So let's start off with, like, what is a party?
Sure.
And why would people want to go to
Why
it?
do you want to go to a party? I mean, everybody likes a party, but
Right.
it kind of depends on what you're thinking the
Yeah.
party is.
Learned so much here. What is a party?
It's a party. Webster's Dictionary.
Yeah. So at Disney World, we'll start there.
Yep.
Mickey's Not So Scary.
Mm-hmm.
Halloween party with trick-or-treating.
Mm-hmm.
Separate ticketed event.
Yes. So
Park-
these parties are separate ticketed events. They're not just included in your park admission,
No.
unfortunately.
And it doesn't matter where you're staying, folks.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it'll be as expensive as a one-day ticket, probably. Most
At least.
often than not.
At least. Yes.
But yeah, they are, and it's not after hours. It's
No.
during hours.
Yes, during hours.
And it's basically just a separate ticketed event for the specific holiday. So Magic Kingdom's got Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. As you were saying, trick-or-treating.
Yep. Trick-or-treating, special snacks.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be sometimes ride overlays. Not on every ride. Sometimes when we talk about snacks and different things like that, I know we happened to go last year. This isn't a comparison yet. We're going to do an episode for that. But I know last year, I feel like there was like a burger at Cosmic Rays or chicken sandwich, right?
It was like all black
with
or
a black
something.
bun or something.
Yeah, a black
so
bun.
like,
Not the most appetizing, but Halloween.
and I feel like it was either last year or the year before when we went to the party with Courtney, the buffalo chicken Pop-Tart thing. When was that? Like a few years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, it had like the eyeballs on it. I tried it. But and it felt like it was just okay. Yeah. But you had
but
to try
there are also like cute things where it's like a dessert that's like I think last year they had like a Stitch like cake, like little cake thing that had like he was a vampire or whatever and like different things. So there are some like actually cute, just normal snacks you would eat that just are decorated.
And there's usually a popcorn bucket.
Yes.
That you can only get
at the party.
And last year it was very cute because he was holding a pumpkin and the pumpkin lights up and the popcorn's in the pumpkin that he's holding. And I dropped mine.
I was going to say, and did you
dropped mine about 45 times and he didn't break. So he was made quite well.
The lanyard, not so much.
The lanyard kept coming undone and Mickey I was struggling, but it's okay. So you've got all of those fun things. But I think what's the dates on the party this year for Mickey's?
So Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party this year for 2025 is running from as early as August 15th. So
starts early,
like next
folks.
week. And it runs through October 31st.
Yes.
So you've got about 3 months worth of dates. It's not every night of the week. None of these parties are every night. There's usually 3 to 4 nights a week that they happen. And then that way, you're not kicking people out of the park every day of the week.
Because the park will close on a party day at 6 p.m.
Yep. And these are, the Mickey's Not So Scary is held at Magic Kingdom.
Yep.
So you're going to get that time at Magic Kingdom if you are there and you don't have tickets to the party and that happens to be your Magic Kingdom day. This is why it's good to know about the parties, even if you're not going to go.
Yep.
Guests that do not have tickets to the event do have to leave the park at 6:00.
Yes, and
So
they will.
Don't make a dining reservation.
Yeah, no, I think I think the last dining reservation, if you're not, is like 5:00 or something, so that you 5:30, so that you can. They're gonna escort you out because you're not gonna have a band.
Yeah,
and
they'll get any ticketed guest when you check in. Whether you can be in the park beforehand if you want that to be your park day and your party day. You just have to check in and get a wristband, or when you come into the park. They'll give you a wristband when you enter, and that's how they know who's there for the party, who's not. So if you're walking around, you don't have your wristband, they will very politely be like, hey, we need you to leave the park.
Yeah, and they're going to let you hang around on Main Street a little bit to make your purchases.
Go shop.
But you're not going to be able to buy any of that party stuff because the party does not start until...
It starts at 6:00 for that one.
Okay.
Yeah, so 6:00 to midnight is the party time. And during that time, it's just the party guests.
Yep.
So it's usually not as many guests as you're going to have on like a regular park day. So that's one of the perks that a lot of people like about these parties is you usually have less people than you would on a average park day. So ride lines typically a little bit shorter at times. Sometimes they can still be a little busy. But you're going to have those rides with shorter wait times. They typically do special shows.
Yes.
Special parades for everything. So again, it all depends on what you're there for. If you're there for the parades and the shows, you can get to, usually they have multiple showings of both.
I was going to say, there's usually 2 parades. There's an early parade and a late parade. And the shows are usually like on the hour at the castle. There's usually one. Our favorite sisters.
Yes. Hocus Pocus.
Yeah, Hocus Pocus is at the castle. I'm assuming it is this year as well. I haven't looked.
I believe so.
But it's a fabulous show.
Really good.
And then there's going to be little things around. You're going to have there are going to be special character meet and greets throughout the park. Jack and Sally are huge and popular from Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yep.
That's going to be where you meet Mickey in the town square theater place. And those lines for Jack and Sally, for example, I think you can get in 4:30.
Yeah, you can get into the park if you're going to the party. You weren't in the park previously earlier in the day. If you're just going for the party, you can get in as early as 4:00.
Yep.
So you have about 2 hours that you can go in the park and enjoy it.
You can make a reservation to eat. We've done that. We've eaten at Tony's down there on Town Square before, and had some good dinner prior to the party.
Yep.
Because the dinner offerings, like the lines can be long. Like you definitely need to think about food and what you don't want to use party time a lot of times. Some people do.
Yeah.
Some people will book a reservation in the middle, and that's completely you and how you want to spend your time and your money. But the Jack and Sally line, for example, people line up at 4:00.
Yeah.
Sometimes before 4:00.
Very, very popular.
Very popular. And so you're going to, it's very important to pick up the map. There's going to be a map. You should check out the offerings. They usually list those before the party starts. Like Disney starts getting that out. At least by the first party night, you'll be able to really know all the offerings. And then you can kind of make a game plan. Like, are you wanting to ride rides? If rides are your focus, then you can do rides. If food and snacks, because there will be long lines for the special stuff too, especially the stuff that's good.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how long the line was for the black bun item.
Probably not as long as
I
some
don't
of the
know.
other ones.
But, or my buffalo chicken eyeball pie. I don't know. But if it's something really good, like a popcorn bucket, the lines are long, and you will have to kind of scope that out to figure out when you want to do that. But characters, if that's your thing, because there's going to be, characters that you do not see every day, like Jack and Sally.
Specialty meet and greets.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so you just kind of got to figure out what you want to do.
Yeah. And what was I remember, Courtney, before we started this, you kind of said like your main tip for really any party, but especially Mickey's Not So Scary.
You just have to make a game plan and kind of pick and choose what's most important to you.
Yeah.
So like I think for us, we had specific rides that we wanted to ride when we went last year. I don't think we wanted any particular snacks, but
we had character
we
meet
did
and
have
greet
a
that we
character
wanted to
meet
do
and greet
because
we
we
wanted
dressed up.
to do because we did dress up. And that is another thing. Adults can actually dress
Yes.
up at
Yeah.
a Halloween party at
Yep.
Magic Kingdom.
Yeah,
So,
that's a great point. That's
yeah.
a great perk.
Not just kids.
Yeah.
I don't think masks are allowed, though.
No, they do have costume guidelines. So if you are going to go, make sure you check out the costume guidelines online to make sure that you are within it. But if you want to dress up in a full-on Belle costume,
Go for it.
as
It's
an
the
adult,
only
it's the
time you
only
can do it.
time that you
Yeah.
get to be
Because
a
if you show up in Belle on a regular day,
You're
they're
not
going
gonna
to tell
get
you
in.
to go change.
Yeah.
But if you show up on a party day
Go for
during
it.
the party, you
Yes.
can dress up.
Yeah, but I think masks are a no-go.
Yeah.
Obviously anything that is like a weapon. I think you can maybe have like, if
Yeah.
you're a pirate, you can have like a little plastic sword or something.
probably.
But obviously be
Or a
smart
hook.
about it. You know, a hook.
Yeah.
But anything obviously weapon like. I don't think there's really anything against like scary makeup or a scary costume, but a lot. It is a very kid-friendly event. It's Disney. It's not Halloween Horror Nights at Universal.
Thank goodness, because Shelley didn't like that. That's
very
a no-go.
opposite event. So
Not so scary.
yeah, not that you can't dress up as a scary, but literally not so scary is in the name. So maybe you might want to think that through because there are going to be littles there.
Yes.
So.
Yes. So don't scare the littles. But then I think you've got to also game plan, like Courtney's talking about, for the time, because you are going to pay the cost of, I mean, for the most part, if you're going during a popular time at Disney, busy times, you're going to pay at least like a regular day at Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
So you've got to, but yet you're not getting
A full day.
a full day. And so like for budget conscious
6 hours.
Logan, producer Logan, like I'm thinking about him, and like if he were planning a trip and we said, okay, well, here's what you get for this and here's what you get for this, like he's really going to think about it.
Yeah.
Especially if he doesn't go all the time, right? So that's
Yeah.
like something that you really do have to think about.
Especially if I don't like dressing up.
Right. Well, I'm with you on that.
I did it
But-
last
What
year.
did you say
and
earlier?
I don't like dressing up.
I'm the only one that likes dressing up.
But we
Earlier-
did it for Jordan.
Earlier you said what did you call it? It's not a value option.
It's not a value
This
option.
is not a value thing.
Yeah, there's no value add here. Like,
What parties are really?
yeah. But like for me, who can pretty much round a special way and
Girl
you know,
math
make
it.
it girl math, Disney math it, and I can't do anything for you on this. So like this
Almost a
is
premium. It's not the
expensive.
opposite.
It's a
almost
premium. Yeah, like you're paying for it.
Yeah, and in a way, you're paying for some exclusivity, right? Because
Right.
we've said there's certain snacks you can only get there, certain popcorn buckets you can only get there, certain meet and greets you're only getting
Yep.
there. Overlays for the rides, which overlays just means that, like, for instance, Space Mountain is completely pitch black for the
One
Halloween
year there
party.
were real pirates in Pirates
Yeah.
of the Caribbean.
So they do some special things at the rides that you're only going to see at the parties. The parade is only seen at the party. So in a way, you're getting priced that way because it's a lot of exclusivity to the party. It's not
Exactly.
something you get out of it. But just for instance, Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party starts at $129 for a 10 plus, starting at $119 for kids. 1 through or not 1 through 3,
Three,
3 through 9.
3 through 9. Yeah.
You're still gonna get if you've gotten under 3, they're still free to the parties. So that's a perk. If your kid is under 3, maybe that's the time to go. I don't know. But so that's about the price of a full day ticket that you're doing 6 hours for.
Yeah.
So something
Versus
to
12.
consider. Right.
Yep.
So definitely something to consider in your budget and in your day of, if you want to do it. Also think about, do you want it to be, if you're going to go to Magic Kingdom, do you want to be at the park all day and the party? Or do you want it to be...
Done that.
There's a
there's
long
a
day.
few of us in the room that have done a open
to midnight.
to party in
Yeah.
and saying we're going to go back and take a nap. And then come back, because you got to remember that you're gonna. So party only tickets are going to be held at the turnstiles until a certain time. I've seen them
They have
let
a
you
corral.
in. Yeah, there's going to be a corral. I've literally been second on the concrete to sit in the sun. They don't bring special shade for you.
You're not in the shade.
You're going to sit in the sun to be first. Now, well, why does that matter? It really, there are people that aren't going to do that. There are people that pay this price.
They'll
and
get
if you
there
go
at
out
6.
and listen to a bunch of different people, they're going to show up like an hour before or leave the resort like an hour before, and they're going to walk in after the throng
goes in at 4
has
o'clock.
been in at 4 o'clock and
Yeah.
is busting a move to get their bracelet and all the things. So you kind of have to look at it on what you want to do and how you want to get the most value for the money you spent. Right. So you want to do that. So it's not a value, but you spent the money. So what do I want out of my $119 or $139? And so you have to kind of go with that. So for me, somebody who goes to Disney, to Magic Kingdom regularly, right?
Yeah.
I guess. I don't live in Florida, but I would like
as
to.
much as you can.
As much as I can. So like for me, I want to do the special stuff. So I'm looking for I'm grabbing the map. I have studied it before we go because people will post pictures of it. I'm going to know the things in each land I want to do.
Yeah.
Versus the regular stuff.
Yeah.
Like I'm not probably riding Peter Pan on a party night.
Right.
And that's one of my favorite rides, but I'm not going to ride it that night because that's not the value.
Yeah.
I want to get the special stuff in. So talking about getting there, transportation is going to be busy. So if you're going to get over there, you're going to have to game plan that. And I always tell people an hour and a half. Leave the resort from your room, walking from your resort, an hour and a half before you want to get there.
Yeah.
Now, I tell you that, and you're going to get there in 20 minutes.
Right.
And you're going to be like,
Why
she was
did I leave
crazy.
an hour and a half?
She doesn't even know what she's talking about on that podcast. Really, I do. You don't know when the bus is going to be there. You may walk up, and there's no one in line, and there's a bus waiting for you.
Yeah. Those are the best
Just
moments.
for me, it's a golden moment. And you may be the only people on the bus.
Yeah.
Good for you. It'll be peaceful. Or you may get up there, and the sign says the bus coming in 10 minutes. And it takes 45 for the bus to get there. And now you're like,
you're running.
I need my value, and they're done paid this for the ticket, and I want to be here, and I'm stressed, and I'm hot, and all the things. So allow that for whatever time you want to plan on getting there, right? Hour to hour and a half. And I would say that for any reservation or anything that you're doing on property.
Yeah.
So that, you're going to get there close to when you want to. And then you're going to get in line. Because that's what you do at Disney. You're going to wait in line until they let you in.
Yep.
I've seen them let you in as early, pre-COVID at 2:30. The past couple times that we've done the party, it's not been that early. It's
right
been
at 4.
right at 4 o'clock. And you're kind of going, can we get in? Can we get in?
It's hot.
Oh, everyone's
We're in
standing.
costumes.
Everyone's standing up now. They're going to let us in. And then, have your game plan and grab your map. Usually when you're getting your armband, they're giving you that map.
Yeah.
And then you're going to go through a special entrance, as a matter of fact. You're not, there's going to be a way to get your trick-or-treat bag. And if that's for you. Did we even do candy last year?
No, we did not. We were very much all about the characters and the rides and the shows.
Because, guys, it's not, and let me say that, it is not special candy.
Yeah. And we didn't really touch on that. I know we mentioned it right at the beginning, but for kids or adults, wherever you want to do, there are like trick-or-treat stations set up around the park. So they'll give you a trick-or-treat bag when you first walk in. And you can go as many times as your heart desires.
For your M&Ms.
It's M&Ms, Hershey's, Snickers. Like, it's your basic trick-or-treat candy.
And it's good candy. It's, it's name brand. It's good candy.
I've seen, like, videos and posts about how sometimes people, that's their challenge, is to see just how much candy they can rack up for the night.
Like, I guess you could go to that and then not have to buy the $160 worth of candy that you're going to have to buy to give out to trick-or-treaters.
Producer Logan, it's an investment.
Yeah.
I don't like candy that much.
Yeah.
So you're saying pay $119 minimum
to get
to
your
rack up a bunch of
Halloween
Snickers,
candy for the kids
or
to pass out.
wait until November 1st and go to Walmart and rack up a whole bunch of
but you have to
Snickers
do
for
stuff
like
for your
$20.
trick-or-treaters.
Yeah.
What?
It's for your trick-or-treaters.
Yeah, like you could
well,
give
we
that
usually
candy
turn
out
our
at
light
home,
off.
like regifting. Regifting.
Nobody trick or treats anymore. Come on.
But
There's trunk or treats, and then there's like 3 kids in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And that's it.
You right.
Yeah,
New
you're
times.
right. But the thing is please don't think you're getting Mickey shaped candy, because there's no Mickey shaped candy.
Or like Mickey on the wrapper.
Nothing. Mickey's not on the wrapper. Mickey's not involved. He's on the bag.
Yeah, your
that
bag.
You're gonna put it in.
Will be.
Yeah, and it's a cute bag, but it's also, fun size bag. so like it's a fun size bag for fun size candy.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like it's not as, I know for those of you that are on the podcast, like, but like if you've
Maybe
got like a lounge fly or like some sort of little mini purse, like think that in a reusable shopping
But you could
bag
bring
format.
your own bag and
You
then
could, yeah.
dump it in and then go get more, which
Yeah.
I think is how some of these people have to do it. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's nuts.
So, I mean, that's pretty much that one. Let's switch to Christmas at Magic Kingdom.
Yep. So your other Florida location, or party, I guess, is going to be Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party.
Yes.
Which sounds very merry and cute.
And it is cute. I've been multiple times. It's very cute. Snow's on Main Street.
Yes.
Yep.
Which is pretty magical in and of itself, or Snope, as we like to call it.
Yes. Yes, it's not real snow.
That's what
Is
we
that
would call it when we
is that
lived
for snow soap or is that for snow? Nope, it's not. Soap.
there. Could go either way.
Soap.
Because yes, it is
Soap.
soap.
Okay.
Yeah.
That it looks like snow.
Yep. You're clean.
That's how you make snow in Florida, except for the rare time that it kind of snows there. But yeah, so that event runs, at least for this year, starting November 7th through December 21st. It will end before actual Christmas because
Yes.
the crowds get crazy and they cannot shut down
No.
Magic Kingdom early on Christmas.
No.
So it's not like Halloween, where on Halloween Day for Mickey's Not So Scary, they actually do have a party on Halloween. Christmas, you're not going to have a party on Christmas.
Yeah.
Not going to happen.
Is the park open on Christmas Day?
It is.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Poor folks.
The park is open 365
Yes.
days unless there's a hurricane.
Or a
Yes.
COVID.
I was going to say
Or a
COVID's
COVID.
probably the only time it actually
COVID's
shut
the
down.
longest closure, obviously, but then
Yeah.
next to that would be a hurricane.
Yes.
Yep.
And even then, they are sometimes still they're open
Yeah.
unless they can't
Yes.
be.
They were open for a while
Yes.
last year.
But yeah, this event, a lot of similarities to Mickey's
Yep.
Not So Scary as far as how it operates. Same situation. The park for this one, the party runs from 7 o'clock to midnight, though, as opposed to 6 o'clock. Regular guests will have to leave right around that 7 o'clock time. Party guests can get in, though, starting at 4 o'clock again.
Yep.
So if you're just there for the party, you can get in as early as 4 o'clock. It's a very similar situation where there are some Christmas themed overlays on the rides, but just Christmas themed.
Yeah. And same thing, popcorn buckets. For those of you that are watching on YouTube, here's my little,
Oh, he's so cute.
yes, my little Nutcracker Mickey popcorn bucket.
He's adorable.
And and there's been musical ones, and so those are again pricier than your regular popcorn bucket.
Yep.
But as you go, you can do that. The special snacks, everything like the other, except for it's Christmas, and it's Christmas like Christmas threw up because it's everywhere. Like it's just like. Blah. Yeah, it's everywhere. You gotta love it.
feel like that'd be
because
pretty magical.
their typical Magic Kingdom is pretty and lighted and music and all kinds of stuff, they managed to make it obvious that it's different. Like it's beyond pretty, right? Like when you're saying Christmas threw up, like it's just a
Everywhere.
okay.
Yeah, everywhere.
Because like Magic Kingdom at night is gorgeous anyway.
Yeah.
And
with
you're
what
gonna,
they've got.
if you're
So
there
this
at
is
Christmas
different.
time and not going to the party, you're still gonna see the Christmas tree. You're still gonna see Christmas lights. Like
Yeah,
you'll
and
still
it's still
get
Christmas threw up.
Yeah,
It's still, but like the parade. So there's the Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Parade. The 2 showings, a special Christmas show at the castle that you can't see during the day. Although I have heard that the closer you get to Christmas, a lot of times they will run that parade, but it's only if Disney wants to.
yeah.
And it's usually, I mean, like you'd have to be there on Christmas.
Right, yeah. It'd
Right,
probably
to
be
see
those
it.
days that the party's not
Right.
happening.
But you're not seeing, for everybody who watches the Christmas parade on Disney, on ABC or whatever channel that is at Christmas time, that you're not seeing that.
No.
Those are filmed. There are days that they film those during the holiday season, actually, sometimes.
My poor
Before.
mom one time went on Christmas Day. They were expecting to see the Christmas parade that happens live, and that's when she learns that they actually film it earlier in December.
Yes, they film that throughout December.
For anyone,
multiple days.
Just throwing that out there. If you're going to see the Christmas parade that's on TV, it does not happen on actual Christmas.
Yeah,
they
and
pre-film that.
And then your characters. I will say this: like, if there's a special character meet and greet for Halloween's party, right? Not Mickey's Not So Scary. Most likely, it's not going to be the same,
right? Character
for Mickey's Very Merry Christmas.
No Sally and Jack out there.
Yeah, no Sally and Jack meet and greet.
Christmas in the name.
It's still Christmas.
I don't know.
No,
I haven't looked at the.
They
could
pop up. You never know.
They could pop up, but I don't remember them being a hot ticket for the Christmas party.
I think it's more Halloween.
The Seven Dwarfs for many years were the
so
Christmas
hot
ticket, and they have not been back since COVID.
Nope.
Interesting.
Which is sad.
Is Tim Allen there, the Santa Claus? 'Cause that's a Disney movie. We learned.
Logan would pay for
He
that.
might visit at Disneyland, but they don't have Mickey's
You
Very
will
Merry Christmas.
probably see jolly old Saint Nick there.
Yes, Santa's in the parade. Checking his list and that kind of thing.
Probably get to see Mickey and Minnie in their cute Christmas outfits. And
so all the parties, they're dressed for it. If you go to different character meals, you're probably going to see them dressed up there in their holiday attire, whether it be Halloween or Christmas. For example, Halloween at Hollywood and Vine, you can see them in their little costumes. Mickey's usually a vampire. Minnie's a witch.
So if you're like, hey, I don't know about this party cost, like, you're not going to miss out on anything holiday by not going to the parties. You'll still get to see plenty of stuff. These are just kind of extra, like we said, exclusive events where you get some different things that you're not going to get totally in the park. But like, again, pricing for Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, it's honestly the most expensive party they have.
It is.
It starts at $169 10 plus, $159 3 through 9. But I've seen like the December 21st, which is your last party, be like 200 plus. So those ones are going to get expensive. If you're planning on Christmas, it's going to be expensive. Halloween, you can do a little bit more of what we would call budget. But
it's still
extra.
Well, and I will say that last year, for example, I was there in October, did not do the party, did not plan on doing the party. As a matter of fact, it was not in the budget because I had just been to the party for a special trip in September, I think.
We went in September.
September. Okay. So then, like in October, in October, we didn't do it. And so we still had the best time ever because we did some of the character dining where we saw them in their outfits. So, and I'm a sucker for that. Like, I'm the character, like, I love a character meal with, the characters in their little special cute outfits. And it's so wonderful.
It's just fun.
It's a fun time. And then at Disneyland, where we're all going soon
for the first time,
like,
we're gonna
in
get
a month. Oogie Boogie. So tell us about those prices and the difference there.
Oogie Boogie Bash is what theirs is called out there. It's not the same party as Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. So if you're like, oh, it's the same thing, I don't have to go to both. They are actually different parties,
and it doesn't have Not So Scary in the name, so means
so it might be spookier. I don't know.
But I mean, it's Oogie.
He's kind of creepy.
He's a little scary. I mean, I think he's really cute, but he's still kind of mean spirited, just a little bit.
I will say at that one, there tends to be more villains present. That seems to be a focus, so maybe that's why it's not so scary, because you get a lot more of the villains there.
So excited.
That one is starting at $139 plus for everybody. There's no kid or adult prices. It's just starting at $139 for everybody. Obviously, starting at means it can be higher. This one also sells out a lot quicker than any of the other parties do. So if you are going to Disneyland and you want to do this party, Disney will always announce usually a couple weeks in advance when the party tickets go on sale. They usually go on sale in the summer. So June-ish, late May, June, mid-June, be on the lookout for them. They will announce when they go out, but Oogie Boogie actually has like a queue that you get in when the tickets drop.
Crazy.
It's a process.
It's like Taylor Swift.
Yes.
Kind of.
Yes.
So if that's on your plans, especially if you're going to be there in October, make sure you know when those tickets are going to drop, and make sure you're there that morning to make sure you get your date. We're going on like September 14th, and our date actually sold out the very first day. I don't know why. It's a random Tuesday, but like if we wouldn't have been on there, you know.
Yeah, well, I think that I think there's like 3 August dates that are left available at Disneyland right now. So like if you're going to Disneyland in September or October and you don't have tickets,
a little too late this year.
So go ahead and prepare yourself that you're probably not going.
Yeah.
But still hit up guest relations.
Never hurts to
and
check.
Just check. Because the local, but you know, there's a big local following there for Oogie Boogie. And then Oogie Boogie's a little, we just said it's not the same party, so it's different. So the meet and greets are very different.
Yes, they have more of like a character trail that you do with this one, where you kind of stop and take the selfies with them. There are a couple like regular meet and greets, but they have a character trail, again, very villain focused. They always have a new villain every year, or something that's kind of in the mix. You still have trick-or-treating though. They have the treat trails that you can go on. A few of the rides there do get the Halloween overlays, mainly in like the Cars section.
Special snacks.
Popcorn
bucket.
Theirs is held at California Adventure Park there though. It's not at the Disneyland park, so it's going to be California Adventure. They're holding it this year, August 17th through the 31st. This event for them runs from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m., so it's 1 hour less than Mickey's Not So Scary.
August 17th through the October 31st.
Sorry. August 17th through October 31st.
Yep.
My apologies.
And it's a little shorter and more dollars.
A little shorter, yeah. But you do get into the park starting at 3 o'clock with this one. So, again, kind of similar layout, but you've got a special parade, happens 2 times a night, different shows. But it is just set up a little bit differently. And we're going to get to go this year to we went to Mickey's Not So Scary last year. We're doing Oogie Boogie this year. Yep. So when we get back, we'll kind of do a review on the 2 different parties in case you're wondering if it's worth it to go to both, those kinds of things. But yeah, big thing for these guys. Anytime you want to go, just get on there and get your tickets early if you're prepared. That way you don't have to stress.
Well, and you can dress up. Folks dress up. Kids, adults, whoever want to dress up.
The Christmas parties you can still dress up for if you want to. Obviously, it's not as big as the
people wearing at the Christmas party. You'll have the people with the lights, the light necklaces that you wear around your neck, where you're, Christmas hats.
Yep.
Santa hats.
Very festive any way you want to do it, but the Halloween ones tend to be more popular just because you get those costumes. One thing I do want to point out that's the same across the board for all parties is you're not going to have any lightning lanes.
Yeah.
Lightning lanes do not exist at the parties because, again, part of the draw is that you're going to have little lesser crowds, little better lines. So don't go into the parties thinking you can still get your lightning lanes. Please don't purchase multi-pass thinking that it's going to be good for the party.
The other thing to just say about that to go along with it, though, real quick, is there will be people that do that all day, all night thing. And that's perfectly cool.
Yes.
I've done that multiple times.
If that works in your schedule.
I'm old now. It's a little harder. I may or may not have fell asleep last year. Sitting up
outside of Space Mountain.
Outside of Space Mountain.
We'll get into that on our review.
And what you're talking about is the people that choose to
go to the
purchase
park.
a regular park ticket, start all day, and then also purchase Halloween.
So if your park ticket was $130 and your party ticket is $130, I'm just throwing random numbers out. You're now paying $260 to be able to be there for a really long time.
Yeah.
More than 12 hours.
And sometimes that's all you have though. Like especially with Disneyland, because there's not as many parks there. A lot of people don't go for as many park days as they will for Disney World. So that may be the only thing you can do. You have to do a party on one of your park days.
And listen, and if you're doing that, then you're going to buy Lightning Lane.
Right. Yeah, for your regular park day, you're definitely going to want to do it. But it stops at 6.
Stops at 6.
For us, for our upcoming trip to Disneyland, originally we're only going to be able to do the 2 park days, and so originally we were going to do Oogie Boogie Bash on the same day as our California Adventure Day. But the more we thought about it, our value, what we wanted to get out of it, and because we're very blessed that we all have flexible schedules, we actually extended our trip a day to be able to do Oogie Boogie on its own separate night.
Exactly.
Because we didn't want being our first time going to California Adventure, we didn't want to have to stress about getting everything in we wanted to see in the regular park and then also seeing the party. Whereas like we've all mentioned multiple times with Magic Kingdom at this point, it might not be so bad to combine the two because we've done magic before.
Right.
You know,
or maybe in your week, especially like if you're going for 3 or 4 days and you're going to do Magic Kingdom, you're going to do the party and a full day at Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
Then you could rest and swim and do whatever you wanted to prior to that. And then just one other little tidbit on a party day. Let's say you're like, I'm not paying that. That's ridiculous. I'm not doing it. I know I know people
it's
that
fair.
are like,
It's
I'm
fair.
not paying that. And then you're like, but I'm going to be there and the party is on. There's a party like one of the 2 days I'm going to Magic Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
So should I even bother? Yes. For me, anyway, if you're going to do 2 days at Magic Kingdom, one of them being for the party and one of them being a non-party day, then you can literally do Disney. You can do Magic Kingdom and it closes at 6 o'clock. And of course that's me who goes all the time
right
now, and I
that's
think
your one and only time
Right.
you're going to Magic.
And that works because there are several people who are choosing not to go to Magic Kingdom at all that day.
because they're like,
So
that
open
is
to
not the
6
value. Yep.
is still enough for someone that's experienced to get what they want.
And I have seen them do like a little bit earlier entry, like do a 7:30 on a party day, so that hotel guests are
Can get
actually
extra
getting
hours.
in and feeling like they're getting a little extra.
Yeah.
And doing that, and then if and again, if you're gonna do the park all day and do the party, and then you have another day to do Magic Kingdom and it closes at 6, no worries, right? Even if you slept in a little bit.
Right.
And then you went. So you can kind of do it however you want to. You just got to know what you want to do.
Yeah.
And the days of going to Disney, you can go to Disney without a plan in the world. You sure can. And if that's how you choose to do it, then I hope you get everything out of it you wanted to. But you're only going to get out of it
Yeah.
certain things, right?
Yeah.
And so you have to just be okay with that. It's expensive. And so now that things cost as much as they do and people are wanting to go a lot, it's very obvious. There's a ton of us Disney adults, plus there's a ton of families that want to go all the time. And so you got to kind of pick your battles and decide what you want to do and go into it to get the most out of it for you.
Yeah.
Which may not be what I'm looking for, right? And it's okay to be different, just as long as the people that you're going with are all on the same page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure it aligns.
Yeah.
I have a couple of little questions just to throw this out there. You mentioned picking up a map earlier. This is the one time you do that. Does the app change at all? The My Disney Experience app, does it change at all?
Here's the funny thing.
During a party?
We've all talked about, I'm not sure we know the answer because we're so map focused for those events only.
Yeah. So for the events, they will print a special map that kind of points out like what special Halloween things are happening, and it'll point out like which attractions have the special Halloween overlays and everything. And we are trying to remember back to last year when we went. I don't think the app itself does not change like the map, the physical paper map does. I think if maybe you clicked on, let's say Space Mountain in the app, it would say special Halloween overlay or whatever.
Yeah.
And the ride times are still going to be
And
there.
you're also not using Lightning Lane, so you don't need it for that.
No.
So it really is kind of the one time in today's society where technology rules all. Like the paper map actually is a little bit more useful
And
than
it's
the
kind
My
of a
Disney Experience
souvenir.
app.
Sure.
Yeah, it's a
very
souvenir.
cute. And then in each land, on those traditional Disney maps, it's got everything, the attractions in each land, and it will actually have the snacks.
Yeah.
Like the special snacks in
listed
each
out.
land, in the land. And so it's pretty nice.
Yeah.
The other question I had was, are there any other parties, or is it literally just those Halloween and Christmas?
Those are your 3 big parties. And it really is just Halloween and Christmas that they have them. There
No
are
New Year's parties,
Yeah.
No.
You mean no Valentine's parties? We can't
I mean, no.
Thank
There,
goodness.
so
That's when the cheerleaders are all there.
There's
anyway.
no
yeah,
July-
they're like, no, we don't.
There's no July 4th,
July 4th
party
party.
either.
Yeah.
I went last year. There's no party.
There are like special, what they call after hours events at all of the parks that are not quite as extensive as the parties. Sometimes they can be as expensive as the parties.
Yes.
With a P.
With a P.
Not extensive.
Yes.
Yeah.
But they're usually a lot less. They're less hours, less perks, less thing. Like there is actually a Sweethearts Night at Disneyland that happens around Valentine's Day. That's like an extra ticketed hour. There's theme nights sometimes. Disneyland does a lot of theme nights. Like this year they had like a Disney Channel night and things like that. So there are like some theme nights that happen, some what they call extra hour events that happen. But as far as a party goes, that's a solid 5 to 6 hours. Those are your 3 main ones that happen every year. We did throw in an honorable mention at Disney World. They have an event now called Jollywood Nights, which isn't quite an after-hours party, but isn't quite a party. It's a little bit longer. Like it runs from 7:30 to 12:30. It is ticketed. There are multiple nights that it happens, but it's not quite the parties.
It's not quite the parties, and it seems to be more geared towards adults.
Yeah, Hollywood Studios.
At
Hollywood Studios in Orlando, and it's more just like old timey Hollywood.
Yeah,
Christmas
glam.
Party.
Yeah,
glam.
Christmas party glam.
Dance parties, live bands.
Yeah.
There are special meet and greets at it. There are special foods and snacks you can buy, which makes it seem similar. But it's not quite advertised or built up to be the party that the Very Merry Christmas Party and Not So Scary and Oogie Boogie are.
And we're not sold on it because we haven't purchased it.
Yes.
But Disney, if you're listening, I'll take a free ticket.
Right.
And I'll come check it
try
out
it out.
for
If
you.
they have Grogu dressed up as an elf, I will go. Jollywood, right? You said Hollywood Studios,
Hollywood.
right?
Yeah.
The little
They
Grogu
haven't-
in like a
Little Grogu
Christmas
elf?
hat.
Yeah, they have not.
That one would make me go.
Yeah, they haven't told us that.
Yeah, they haven't
not that-
announced.
Chewie might be dressed up
Ooh, that'd be cute.
like an elf,
Like
the largest elf ever.
the Will Ferrell type of elf.
Yeah.
So that is another event you can look into. Again, we have not been to that one, and I've heard mixed reviews on it on whether it feels worth the ticket, because that one again starts at $159, ranges from $159 to $199. So, kind of a pricier event.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So, but yeah, so those are kind of, again, honorable mention.
Yeah,
It's not
Gotcha.
quite
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm not signing up for it. Yeah, again, unless Disney wants me to check it out, and then I'm
we'll
on
go.
board.
We're
We'll
not
go.
saying we're never gonna go.
Yeah,
But
we're not saying it's bad.
The other parties just kind of seem more up the vibe. So, yeah, that's kind of the basic rundown, I guess, on the parties a little bit. Do you have anything you want to?
No, I think that I mean, I think everybody should try to if you're interested, give it a go. But go with a plan, and we're gonna do an episode where we compare Oogie Boogie and Mickey's Not So Scary.
Yeah.
And we're super excited about that trip to Disneyland.
Yeah.
It's almost here, and so we'll just see you next time.
Yeah, but just the keys. Remember, if you want to go to the party, make sure you get those tickets. Make sure you pick yourself up a map. Make sure you know what you want to do. And if you don't want to go to the parties and your trip is around those times, make sure you check what nights the parties are happening.
And go a different day
and
if
go
it's
a
that
different
important.
day if you don't want to get kicked out early.
Yeah.
So
That's it.
that's kind of the basis on the parties. But hope you guys learned something, enjoyed it. If you have any questions for us, reach out. If you're following us on YouTube, make sure you like, subscribe, do all the things, share us with your friends, and we'll be coming at you with some more party reviews later on in the year. So we will see you guys next time on To the Magic and Beyond.